send me an MP3.
Definitely. Okay, sorry. Rufus, tonight hier im Kitte Remix, mitgebracht von Salute. Danke nochmal fürs Vorbeikommen. And we do a straight switch. Now we have Phat Phillie here in the studio with us.
Yes,
nice
sir.
to have you, man.
Thank you, guys.
It's a
Thank
pleasure.
You guys.
Been hoping to meet you for a long time, actually.
Likewise.
You know, DJ legend from Zagreb, Croatia.
Likewise. I've heard a lot about you. Kool-Aid told me he was out here.
Yeah, exactly. We had him here
last year or something.
2 years, I think, ago.
2 years ago. I remember I listened to the show. We posted the show on our blog and stuff. It's great to be in Vienna.
Yeah.
Thanks to Kid Pex.
Yes, shout out to him, auch im Studio bei uns. Tell us a little bit about you have this platform Blackout Hip Hop, which is like a radio show for how long?
20 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're celebrating 20th anniversary this month actually. You know, started in '93 on Radio 1, then we switched to Radio 101, and now, you know, 20 years after, we on radio808.com, which is you know, the internet radio that we formed like 7 or 8 DJs. And I have, it's been going, you know, 20 years in the game. It's been a long time, but, you know, it's still super fresh.
We were just celebrating 20 years of Enter the Wu-Tang today on the radio quite a bit. So it was a good time, interesting time when you started.
Yeah, but 93 was a great year. You know, 93 till infinity.
You've been known, you know, you mentioned Kool-Aid. You put him in touch, I think, with a lot of American artists. You've been traveling extensively back and forth to New York and other places. How did that come about?
Well, you know, I was always into music. My father's a musician, classical, so I was brought up on different styles of music when I was growing up, from classical, then, you know, rock, and then my dad sort of like found out about Prince back in '84. And then about the same time, '84, my cousin Vic, who was 3-4 years older than me, he was b-boying. He started breakdancing, and, you know, he was my older cousin, and I kind of looked up to him. So from '84, I heard the hip hop sounds. You know, I didn't really speak English back then, but I loved the you know, the flow, the style, everything about the breakdance and the early hip hop stuff. And then, you know, I was just happy and lucky enough to find out about this radio show in Zagreb that started '84 as well. It was called Electro Funk Premiere, and then they changed the name to Rap Attack. And then I was like just an early listener from '84 all the way to '91.
That's crazy. That must have been really one of the first radio hip hop radio shows in Europe, right?
Absolutely. You know, this guy was.
I never knew about that.
Yeah, he was. We were lucky. He was on Radio 101, and every Monday.
What's the name of the guy who did it?
Slavin Balin.
Okay.
He's still on the radio.
Wow.
You know,
what's he playing today? Still?
He still plays some hip hop, and, you know, times have changed. You know, he does rock stuff as well. He's just a hip hop encyclopedia.
Yeah. Okay.
So from '84 to '91, I was just like a hardcore listener and learn about the music, and, you know, in between I started learning my English. So in '91, I reached out to him via you know, a letter. There was no emails back in the day. So I sent him a letter and told him that you know, I've been collecting music. My father traveled the world, so I was lucky enough to get wax back in the day, stuff, CDs. And he invited me to be a guest on his radio show in '91, and then I hooked up over there with my partner Ferks, and then in '93 we formed our Blackout Radio. And in '91 I started traveling to the US, and you know, '93 started the radio show. Then I moved to London in '96, moved to LA in 2000. I was in New York in 2000. You know, just going different labels. '97, Kool-Aid gave me a tape, and I was like, wow, this is the best hip hop beats I ever heard in my life. You know, it was right there with all these other producers from New York, and then I just got an idea to assist Kool-Aid with maybe putting him in touch with some American rappers. And, you know, he already did some classics on the Croatian scene, like Tram 11 and some other groups. And then, you know, Das Effects came to the studio. We started recording with them. Then, you know, Master Ace, and then from that point. You know,
Beautiful is, you know, still like a classic joint.
Yes,
Kool-Aid produced.
Yes. And then me and Kool-Aid moved to New York in 2006, and we started working with Ghostface. We, you know, Bow Wow, Marion, you know, Kanye, Consequence. A lot of these guys, you know, doing remixes and stuff. So You know, Kool-Aid has a band now called Zebra Dots. They're actually signed to Universal here in Vienna.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's just one of the things that I'm doing. You know, and then started bringing rap artists to Croatia. '97, Big L, OC, Big L, rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know, I did a magazine called The Bomb Squad, still on the radio. You know, now my newest endeavor is Fresh Island Festival. That's the reason why I'm actually in Vienna.
That's true. Let's actually play a song real quick. Then we'll talk about Fresh Island for a second. Then we'll let you play some songs from your whole clique, so we can hear some new sounds. What is this that you brought us? It's a Thai remix.
It's a Thai remix for one of his new records. It was produced by Baby Duke, who's also a good friend of mine, and I kind of help him with his stuff. It's one of the remixes that he just dropped right now, and it's pretty fresh.